and the holiday spirit is with us. I'm very happy today. We have Stu Simmons back from Seafood Connections. Welcome, Stu. And he's the top provider of gourmet seafood on the island. And Stu is very passionate about supplying the best and freshest seafood. He's a lifetime resident of Hawaii, a graduate of University of Hawaii, and Seafood Connection has been in business for over 30 years. Congratulations, Stu.
Thank you. Aloha, Caron. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays. And, today I'm going to share a photo, right? I love this photo you sent over to me, and I have such a passion for seafood myself. And I have to share with the audience this morning all these amazing, just a very small sample of the seafood you're going to share with us today. And I know whether it's a holidays or a special occasion, it seems, what you supply, so fresh, so wonderful from all parts of the world. And then how it's prepared, you take a lot of pride in too. So with that, Stuart, I'm just going to let you talk about your seafood business and what people can look forward to over the holidays and coming into the new year.
Well, thank you, Caron. Yeah, I love talking about seafood. It's my passion. And we have kind of a niche market that we focus on, which is we bring in international products from around the world. And we like to say we search the 7 seas for the very, very best, but there's probably over 100 seas in the world that we're searching. And Australia actually is one of our favorite places. We buy quite a bit of products from Australia, but we also get products from, of course, New Zealand and South America and Central America and all of Europe, Africa, Russia, and of course, throughout Asia. And what we're looking for is unique and interesting products. Now, we are known for our shellfish, so we bring in a lot of different types of shellfish. Lobster is probably our largest product line, and at any given time, we'll have a dozen different lobster products on our menu list or entree list. We also bring in live oysters and clams and mussels and scallops, of course, shrimp. And then we do a lot of gourmet specialty type of fish. And we're also known, especially for this time of the year, for our caviar. We probably have the premier caviar of Hawaii. So that's what we're all about. We're primarily selling to hotels and restaurants, but we also do have a public store that we sell to the public. And we found with a lot of our public store customers, they cannot find these type of products anyplace else. And so that's why they greatly appreciate that we make it available to them.
Nice. And, and our audience listening today is, what is, let's go to your site and have a look at Seafood Connections website. And, so many people, these days are using the internet a lot more, of course. And maybe you can walk us through what people can expect and how you handle inquiries and what the pickup or delivery situation is. So we'll go to the website here and you can explain how people can navigate around it, etc.
Yes, this is our public store. And basically you can order here. You don't have to pay for the product. And then you can come down to our warehouse facility, which is in Kaka'ako. We're at 841 Puhukana Street. Very convenient, down right off Ward Avenue, and pull to the back of our warehouse, and the user will have the order pretty much ready for you to go and pay by credit card. And it's very, very simple. If you prefer to stay in your car, you can. Most people will come out, but we've set up a system to keep everyone separated and safe, and also it's kind of open air because it's a very large warehouse, and so people feel comfortable. And of course, we wear a mask, and we ask you to wear a mask. But yeah, it's very, very easy to order. And of course, if you get here and you want to change your order, or if it's not what you expect, you can of course cancel it too. So it's a very simple process. The only thing we do like to mention is we are a wholesale operation, not really a retail store. So there's no type of retail counter where you're going to visually see all the products. All the products are in freezers or holding tanks and chill boxes. So we'll pull them down for you as you request.
And what are you finding during, the holidays here now? People are ordering most of, what product are you finding?
Oh boy. Well, of course, caviar is extremely popular, and we bring in some beautiful caviar. We have our Cetra sturgeon caviar. We also have some Siberian sturgeon, and then we bring in some American caviars, and we also have some fish roe. We have a beautiful Ikura salmon roe that's extremely popular with all the fine dining sushi restaurants. And we also have a smoked trout roe that's really, really nice. So these are great to use as condiments to your dish. And of course, you can serve the caviar as is, cracker or whatever you prefer. I would say, as far as like entree type items, one of the most popular is our Maris cut red king crab. In fact, if you go to the crab page, I'll show you what it looks like. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
So you go into the public store.
You go to the public store.
Yeah.
And then if you go down to
crab.
the crab.
Yeah.
Take a look here.
So there it is, the premium.
There you go. There, that's American. So you see that portion there? What we do is we take the large king crab leg and we cut it between the shoulder and like the elbow, and you get that like cigar piece of portion, and it's like it's where all the meat is. Often if you buy an entire cluster or leg, you're buying a lot of shell, because at the tip and at the shoulder portion, it's pretty much all shell. While at the Maris cut, it's the cigar portion of the meat, and it's really, really outstanding. That's probably one of the most popular holiday products we sell. Unfortunately, it's very expensive too, but if you're going to celebrate, you might as well celebrate big. And king crab, especially the Maris cut king crab, is pretty much the best of the best that you can get.
Wow.
So that's
where is
outstanding.
That from? Where's the Maris?
It comes from the waters in between Russia and Alaska.
Okay.
And very, very far north and very, very cold waters. And interesting, of course, king crab's always been very, very popular in the U.S., but it's become extremely popular, especially in Korea, and they buy it live and keep it live. So it's kind of an interesting product in that regard. But yeah, that's a big hit this time of the year. Of course, lobster tails are outstanding. We carry a lot of different lobsters. We carry Canadian lobsters. We carry Caribbean lobsters from Belize. We carry lagostines from New Zealand, lagostine lobsters from Scotland, but probably, and we carry lobsters from South Africa, but probably the best lobster we think in the world is the Tristan de Cunha lobster tail.
Okay.
There's that one on the right hand side. Maybe you can highlight that. Go ahead and I think if you double click it, you can get a better picture. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice.
It's a beautiful lobster. So the Tristan de Cunha comes from a little island in the South Atlantic, in between Argentina and South Africa. And some people say it's the most remote, isolated, occupied island in the world. Only 300 people, 350 actually, live on the island, and all they do is fish for lobster. And it's a cold water tail, and it's truly outstanding. It's, in my opinion, it's the best tasting of all the lobsters.
That looks amazing. And Stu, what recipe is this worked with? It's so interesting. I think I see zucchini, but I'm not quite sure what the rest of the items are here that surrounds the lobster.
Yeah, it's a kind of it's really a photo shoot, as you can see. There's even little flowers there to make it attractive. But what they did there on that lobster is they poached it, and of course pulled it out of the shell. And I'm sure they have some butter on there and some seasoning. And lobster is actually extremely healthy and actually pretty good for you. Of course, if you add a lot of butter, then that changes the calorie intake. But otherwise, lobster is a great protein, as is all seafood. I mean, seafood is extremely healthy. It's just if you add other things to it that it can increase your calorie intake.
Exactly.
But during the holidays, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Have a glass of champagne, and of course have caviar and lobster for dinner. The Tristan is really, really a neat deal, and it's really sold at all the premier restaurants and resort hotels around Hawaii. It's actually not found everywhere in the world. It's found in Paris, New York, Tokyo, and we're the exclusive distributor for Hawaii. And so you won't find it in every city because it's kind of a unique product and a niche product. They only make so many pounds of it or produce so many per year. But we're the exclusive distributor and quite proud to carry it.
Oh, well, I could ask you a million questions, but I think our time's nearly up. But one thing I did want to say, Stu, is I love how you do go that extra mile for the client and wow them by, providing recipes and so much of, buying a good product and then in presentation. And I can just see by your website too that you're giving people lots of ideas in presentation, in recipes. So it's very friendly for those people who mightn't cook all the time, but during the holiday season want to do something, and be the cook.
Well, thank you very much. And actually, I try to model your business, which is being very customer centric, and of course, dealing with the best quality products.
Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of one of the keys to success, in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, very much so. And then of course we have Marianne's photos, like we share every week, and I will bring those up now in a moment. Let's just stop sharing. Share screen. I'm going to bring this up now, Marianne's photos. And of course, we love those Christmas lights downtown, and she was kind enough to go and do some photos for our session today. And as you can see, layers of color and pattern to a trio of artistry trees, absolutely stunning. I haven't had a chance to go downtown yet. Have you, Stu, seen the lights and everything yet?
I drive by it every day because we're down there in Kaka'ako. So yeah, I love it, and it's a family tradition for us every year. And my kids are now grown kids or college age kids, and we walk, by Honolulu, and we go down to Bishop Street because Bishop Street is equally beautiful.
Yeah.
And
I have the eye-catching trees, and I'll have to. And I didn't get a chance to tell you, my mum came in from Sydney yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll have to take her down there and have a look at all the pretty lights, and absolutely stunning. And of course, aloha is more than a word. Marianne notes here, aloha is more than a word of greeting or farewell. Living with aloha means creating positive thoughts and feelings that are never gone but exist in space and multiply and spread over to others. May the warmth spirit of aloha we share during the holidays be a gift that keeps you going throughout the whole year. And on that note, we'll wish everyone Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you next year. We're having a little bit of a break the next few weeks. We'll still be out there selling real estate. We have some very nice listings coming on the market next week. But in the meantime, we'll be hopefully enjoying the holidays with our family and friends. And Stu, the same to you, and with your kids home and everything. It's fantastic. And aloha, much appreciated for you being here today in such a busy time.
Aloha, Mele Likimaka.